Is Fazoli's making the case that Italian is the superior form of fast food? The unlimited breadsticks were actually better than Olive Garden's, but the brownie was so sugary it should come with a warning label.
A very nice man delivered our food within minutes of ordering. But the cheese on the pizza looked like it belonged in an abandoned wax museum.
The spaghetti with meat sauce tasted literally like what my mom used to make, but the news blasting while dining is also literally the vibe my mom used to make. I love a good drive-thru. Is Fazoli's good enough for a quick pasta fix, or is the concept rendered moot by offering unlimited breadsticks only to those that dine in? Let's find out together. This is the Fine Dining Podcast. I am your host, Michael Ornelas, and this is the podcast that uses Chili's, the most mediocre restaurant in America, as a point of comparison to measure a restaurant's quality. By the end of this episode, we'll answer the question everyone was wondering when Heidi Klum dressed as a worm that one time: is Fazoli's better than Chili's? Today, we're going to tell you everything that was good, not good, and just there about our meal at Fazoli's before we give it a score. And joining me today to discuss Fazoli's is a friend of mine who gives me community envy, as she was featured in the Spanish class on one of my all-time favorite shows. She's the embodiment of what it means to have Riz, and if she were a greeting card, she'd be a handwritten thank you note. It's Sabrina Carmichael.
Oh my goodness, I can never live up to that. I loved that. I came here just for that.
If you can't live up to it, please leave.
I will if you want me to, but it's only fair, honestly. That's amazing. You should write intros for a living. Have you ever thought of that?
I write 2 of these for each guest that I have.
So I guess you do, yeah.
I am running out of things.
Well, I'm glad you saved so many good ones for me. Thank you.
How are you feeling? We ate. Italian food is not light.
No, and I'm going to be really authentic right now, and I'm going to talk to the viewers at home and say that my pants are undone. They're spread open. That is what's happening. And it's because I don't want to make a lot of stomach noises into the microphone. So you're welcome. But
and if they were buckled at squeezing it out of you.
It's literally, there's
like squeezing out a sponge.
You can't put that many organs inside of something along with that much Italian food. You've got to make space.
They cannot cohabitate.
No, there's
what
not
am
room.
I supposed to have, a spleen and Alfredo?
Come on, Fazoli's was not made for people who have not had something removed. That's all I'm saying.
That's crazy. I'm doing okay.
Are you?
I think. I don't feel like I ate that much. Because it's just pasta isn't a thing where you're like, well, I'll get a little bit of everything. You usually just kind of commit to a pasta.
That's true.
Which is what we did.
Yeah.
And even then, I only ate half of mine, took the rest to go, and I'll have it later.
To be fair, there was pasta, and there was pizza, and there were breadsticks, and there were multiple dipping sauces, and there was some dessert. So it wasn't a light meal.
Yeah, but the amount of each of those things we ate, I thought was pretty tapered.
Yeah, it doesn't feel bad. I will say this. I don't feel like I ate White Castle. I don't feel like, oh, what is happening in my stomach? This isn't food. I feel fine about that.
Yeah.
I just feel like, there's carbs and fat in there for sure. And I don't know if they know where to go.
Their direction. They are without a shepherd.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to just jump into it. And we're going to start in positivity.
Love it.
We're going to talk about everything about Fazoli's that was good.
This is the good, done like it should be. The stuff that's finger licking, a stick in the landing. This is the good, I knew that you could. This is the good.
Yeah, so I'm going to just start with the main event of the meal, my entree.
Yes.
Spaghetti with meat sauce is what I got.
Very imaginative.
It was the number 1 on the menu, So it's this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is the inspiration for this entire concept.
Yeah. Go
Spaghetti,
with what they're known for.
Marinara.
Love it.
A little bit of meat. So my note on this, it tasted almost identical to the pasta that my mom would make me growing up.
So are you saying it tastes like homemade pasta, or is this like pasta out of a box, subpar? What does that mean?
My mom is not a great cook.
No shade to Michael's mom ever, as long as we live.
Yeah.
Bless Michael's mom.
She's not a great cook.
She does everything perfectly.
She's not a great cook. It's not her gift.
She's too beautiful to cook that much.
Truer words never been spoken.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But I love it. That's the thing. I loved that. I get excited.
That's high praise.
I all the time would be like, Mom, can you make spaghetti and garlic bread?
Oh.
All the time.
Aww.
And it wasn't the best, but it was hers.
Yeah.
And I would do something that I think in years since, people have been like, oh, that's unhinged. And I maintain is maybe the best food you could have. I would get like the yellow box Texas Toast brand garlic bread.
Mm-hmm.
You bake it and, you get like a little bit of browning crisp on it, but like that golden brown that you want for it. You get the perfect texture. You put one down and like, look, I know they're like thick boys, right? They're not, it's not a lot to have two.
Sure. Yeah.
But you get one and then you pile up some spaghetti and meat sauce in it. And you put the other one on it and you have a garlic bread spaghetti sandwich. And yes, it's indulgent.
It doesn't sound bad.
But it's uncivilized. It's uncouth.
I'm more curious how you eat it. How does it, because one piece of that Texas toast is like, you got to really unhinge your jaw a little bit. They're thick.
It's pretty.
You squish it down?
But it's not tough. Like it's pretty like malleable bread.
Okay.
It's soft bread.
Yes.
So like while you get like a crisping on both sides, it's still soft. And then spaghetti with meat sauce in the middle or red sauce or whatever.
Why is this superior to just dipping the garlic sauce in it? It's just you have to have it all. Okay.
The amount of garlic bread you're getting per bite and then the amount of spaghetti. Right. And then like I like the meat sauce fairly meaty.
Okay.
And so like it's kind of like if a sloppy Joe was garlic.
It's an Italian sloppy Joe.
It's an Italian sloppy
American.
It's a sloppy Giuseppe.
I mean, I don't think it sounds gross. I think it sounds good.
No one's ever
but
told me.
But it does sound crazy.
That's the thing. No one's ever said gross. But they have been like, well, it's a lot. And I don't disagree. But that's what I used to do. And it's still what I'll do when I make pasta at home.
I love those meals, first of all, too, I want to say. The ones that are just so, I mean, that's pure comfort.
Yeah.
It reminds you of your mom. It's delicious. You figured out exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
It's not that good. Comfort food can't be that good for you, or it's not comforting. That's awesome.
Like, genuinely?
Yeah.
Like, this thought just crossed my mind, and it's a little morbid, but like, we're all going to lose our parents someday.
Oh, that is morbid. I'm going to bring down the room, Michael.
But factual. I know that like within a week of my mom's passing, I will probably make that as like an homage of like, I'm going to make spaghetti and put it in that sandwich. And like, I'll think of her. It's just like, it's an association I have.
Oh, yeah. I actually really love that.
Yeah. Anyways, Fazoli's spaghetti with meat sauce largely tasted like my mom's spaghetti without the love,
Why do you think that was though? Do you think do you think they're both like box pasta? Do you think they're both like, it's just similar?
Yeah.
They're doing back there what a mom does who doesn't really cook, basically.
I think kind of.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, these are the basics.
That feels correct.
But it was good enough. It was good enough.
Yeah.
I do think that the Fazoli's was maybe a little bit saltier than my mom's.
Checks out.
But because it was so nostalgic, I did love it. That said, putting it through a frame of objectivity.
Oh, boo.
I think it's a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay. No, that's not bad.
Yeah.
A 6.5 is a little better than average, right?
Yeah. It's good.
All right.
It's good.
We'll take it.
So that's how I felt about the spaghetti with meat sauce. And because of that nostalgic connection, immediately I was like, fond. Yeah.
Okay. Should I talk about my pasta meal now?
Let's hear it.
I had the fettuccine Alfredo and I added broccoli and mushrooms. And right away, the man said, you can also get this with a bunch of meat. And I said, I don't want the meat part, though. And he seemed confused, but he did make it happen.
Why?
He was like, but you could have bacon in it. I mean, which I understand. Yeah. He's not wrong,
and you're
but
like,
that's crazy.
But some people are vegetarian.
Right. But yeah, it's a weird life choice. I get it to not eat bacon. But I have it at a 6 in my notes. But I feel like I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it's a 6.5 because I really enjoyed it.
Sure.
And I really tried to be like, this pasta is bland. You said compare it to like the best Italian.
If a 10 is the best food you've ever had.
Right. And I've had handmade pasta in some of these really nice restaurants. And of course it tastes completely different. And if I picked up just one of the noodles with the Alfredo sauce and I was like, look, this isn't great. But when you mixed it all together, the vegetables actually were really full of flavor. They were actually crazy well seasoned or something. And it's like a meal I look forward to. Like I wish I lived next to a Fazoli's because I would go order this.
Yeah.
But was it as good as like really, really good pasta?
Never.
No. And my mom never made pasta Alfredo. So I just don't have a mom meal to compare it to.
Yeah.
But I feel like if she did, it would have been exactly this good.
Exactly this good. Yeah.
It would have been different, but it would have been this much good.
I think that the reason we ordered from a guy is because all the moms are working in the back.
Of course they are. Yeah. Ugh, patriarchy,
There's
right?
no way they didn't have kids. The women back there in the kitchen have kids. They're moms.
Of course they are.
Have to
It's
be.
on the resume.
It's
are
on
you
the
a
resume.
mom yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much experience do you have? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I sent 2 to college.
That's it. Okay, get back there.
Yeah.
Put some pasta in the stove.
Yeah.
And forget about it a little too long.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I thought that the star of the show, though,
The
breadsticks.
I dream of those breadsticks.
So I'm going to just come out and say it.
Say it.
Fazoli's breadsticks are better than Olive Garden breadsticks. They just are. Because Olive Garden tastes like nothing covered in butter. This tasted like dough and yeast covered in garlic and butter.
Okay, this is where we have a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what comes before covered in butter.
Yes,
That's
it does.
just
Yes, it
objectively
does.
delicious.
No, once you bite into something, I want to taste the inside. I want to taste what's in there.
I guess I just don't expect that much. I guess I'm just a low maintenance person.
Look, I've flown high and I always want to take flight. And
You're probably
Olive
not
Garden
wrong.
doesn't get off the ground.
I need to go back to Olive Garden immediately and compare these because I don't know. That's a hard thing to say. But these were good breadsticks.
These were
objectively good.
great breadsticks.
Do they serve breadsticks like this at high-end restaurants? Have you ever had a soft, this type of breadstick?
No, I feel like they tend to be like, here's like a crispy.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't want that.
That's what
I want doughy.
It's its own category.
Yeah.
It's like breadsticks at a middle restaurant is its own category of food. And these were objectively, they were really good. They probably were better than Olive Garden. I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
It's your house. I'm scared too.
Are there threatening vibes here?
It's just the men standing over me with the weapons. I'm like, ugh, this just makes me nervous for some reason.
They're very, very judicious about how they use them.
Okay, you keep saying that, but they keep pulling that safety. Okay, go on.
8.5 out of 10.
I love that.
8.5 for those breadsticks.
I'm not going to argue with that, but are we talking the dipping sauces right now, or is that in a different category?
We can jump into the dipping sauces.
Are they in the good category?
Not all of them for me, but because they go with the breadsticks, we can talk about them
But
now.
let me ask you about your rating here, because are you comparing the breadsticks on your rating to every type of breadstick you've ever had, or every type of bread type food you've ever been served?
Every type of food. I'm just using it for what word I would use to describe it. And if I would say it's good or better, it ends up in the good category.
Okay, but I want to give them a 9.5 for this exact type of breadstick. For this exact type of breadstick.
Stop making subcategories of scores.
All right. I like to have my own rules.
I'm a 10 out of 10 for a Michael Ornelas.
Look, if I'm specifically saying restaurants in that town, in the place we went, in that 1 mile radius that were served by a weird man who brought it to our table and also brought the extra, they're a 10.
It was the best restaurant on that corner.
It really was. That had a drive-through. Yeah. Like you can caveat anything into positivity. I like to do that.
I know.
That's
I can tell.
I know.
I had one of the sauces technically in good.
Okay. And which one was that?
Garlic butter.
I also had that in good.
And here's the thing. I still didn't love it. Mostly from a texture standpoint. My rote was, it's too goopy. Like it gave me an ick.
You wanted it to be more drippy, more thin?
I think I wanted a thinner,
Oh, I like a goopy garlic butter, I guess. Apparently. I hate that word for it very much.
Nope.
But it's my favorite garlic butter I've ever had.
That's...
Again, I'm not trying to make a subcategory.
That's a take.
I know.
I went 6.5 out of 10 on the garlic butter.
I went 8.
Yeah.
It was delicious. I brought it home.
Yeah.
I wanted it. I'm going to put on some weird oyster things later. It was, I thought it was, do you like garlic in general? Are you a garlic person?
I love garlic.
Me too. And I thought it was the right amount of garlicky.
Yeah.
And I've recently had Papa John's garlic butter. And I wanted to, it just tasted like a nothing chemical, like a chemical butter with like some garlic powder in it.
Look, this podcast welcomes any shade thrown Papa John's way.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because it was really gross.
It's F-tier food.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so validated because it's really beloved in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's down there, like a 3.11.
It's not good. And
it's not good.
I hate to crap on anybody who's just trying to feed the people, but it's not good. And this garlic butter felt like I'm certain it wasn't real butter, but it tasted like it to me for some reason.
This is much better. But still,
we can agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other two sauces I thought had diminishing returns. The marinara dip, like I love marinara.
Yeah.
And this was just middle of the road for what it is.
Solid mid. Exactly in the middle. Not bad, not good.
5.5.
I think I did a 5.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the basic middle. That's the chilies and marinara sauces.
Yes. And then the spicy tomato pepper, which was an interesting sauce.
I think you liked it more than me.
I still didn't love it. I put that the spice was nice. I don't think it was creamy. It tasted like creamy in a way that cheesy does. And I was just like, oh, this is not for me.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I liked the heat and I liked the way that it built.
Yeah.
And there was like an actual pepper taste to it that I did like. I went 5 out of 10. It was still third place of the 3 sauces for me.
Even with the cheesy essence.
Because of the pepper and because the cheesy thing was like, I don't think it was.
Yeah. Okay.
It was creamy.
Yeah.
It was very dairy forward, which I'm mixed on.
Yeah.
I'm very cautious about. Yeah.
We probably all should be. It's weird we eat dairy. I think I might have gotten a bite. I was the first one to try it. Maybe mine was just all pepper.
Yeah.
Because it just blasted my mouth with heat. And I like heat, but I couldn't taste it. And I tried to go back in and I did get a little more taste the next time. So maybe it was like a piece that just had a lot of spice in it.
I will also say I tried it in response to your reaction to trying it.
True.
So I didn't load up the breadstick. I did a very light dip.
Which was the move, I think.
So it was quantity control.
And I couldn't remember what it was when I tried it at first. I had to ask you, which one was this again?
Yeah.
And so maybe if I'd been more prepared for the spice.
Also, speaking of the breadsticks, big fan of the concept of unlimited breadsticks.
And it was a concept because it was not quite a reality.
You know what? I'll save this and talk about it in the not good because I feel strongly enough about it that like I'll table this. The idea of endless breadsticks.
Great idea.
Great idea.
What a great idea.
Goes in the good.
Yeah.
Not our world. And like the minor table service that we got for a fast food place, the fact that they even like bring out our food and the food is on like nice plates.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't like, here's your plastic container. But then like it was weirdly juxtaposed with like the black plastic tray that we had that felt like a cafeteria.
It was a cafeteria moment. Yeah. Which we didn't even really need.
Not really.
Because I thought we were going to load it up with food and it wasn't necessary. It's nice to go to a place where you get some service and you don't feel pressured to tip a whole lot. And I like to tip. I'm a tipper.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be somewhere where they're not jonesing for a tip.
Let me tell you something that you didn't notice.
Oh, no.
No, in a good way.
Oh, great.
So because I suspect it was the manager that we ordered with.
Okay.
He reached across the electronic payment machine as I was going to tap my credit card on it. I realized it was on a tip screen, which is why it wasn't going through. He didn't even make a big deal. He just reached over and hit the X button so that it just went straight to the like, now your card is ready. He's like, try now. He didn't say, oh, could you answer that question?
Oh, it's asking you about a tip. And that never happens anywhere. There's nowhere I go now where there's a tip screen where people are like, just fly past it.
Yeah.
So that just put Fazoli's in a league of its own.
Yeah. He was just like, I don't have time to ask for your...
He's like, I don't need your dollar, sir, or whatever. But if I went back, I would tip because they do some table service.
They do.
It's nice to be in a spot where you're not like, oh, are we supposed to leave $10?
Yeah. And so I appreciated that he did that. And like the guy himself, he was very down to earth.
Yeah.
He was a little jokey. He was maybe a little sarcastic, not mean sarcastic, but he was just, he kind of gave like uncle vibes.
He gave very Midwest vibes to me of like dad jokes and like, oh, we're going to take a minute. Is that okay? No, I got to get out of here at 2:00. Just kidding. Like he was like, he wanted to tease and play and he wasn't like too corporate. Yeah. I'm into that.
Yeah. But that's everything in the good for me. Do you have anything else?
You know, I did have the pizza in the good. Whatever they did with the dough, to have a pretty cheap pizza and a pretty cheap place or whatever, cheap is a relative term in today's terms, but you know what I mean? It sat out a long time before I ate it. And I'm not saying I was really enjoying it, but the bottom was still crispy. I ate the crust and I was like, this is crust I'd eat. I don't eat a lot of pizza crust because it's usually boring by the time I get to it, unless it's really good. And I was like, I actually like this crust. I tried the sauce just by itself and it was very serviceable. It had flavor.
You peeled back the cheese
I just
and
scraped
went...
some off with my, no, I would never. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen you do. And I've seen him do really gross things. No, not really. No. Never. That's the first gross thing I've ever seen. No, but I took it with like my fork, like a normal person deconstructing a pizza, how they would do that. I put it as a 7. which is crazy. I do know that that's crazy because there's so much better pizza, but I've had really bad pizza. I've had a lot of bad pizza. And I have a feeling you and I disagree on Domino's, but we can agree on Papa John's, for instance. Like there's a lot of pizza that's really mainstream that I eat and I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm actually not liking it. And that I was like, I could eat more of this.
Interesting.
It's weird.
I'll give my thoughts.
I can't wait.
Later.
Controversy.
No, I mean, they're not that strong, but I wouldn't put it in the good.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't.
Now let's get into the negative stuff. Let's talk about everything that was not good.
Let's do it.
This is not so good. I'm not quite sure about it. Could have done without it. The stuff that brings down the mood. This is just not very good.
I don't want to hear the news while I'm eating. And I know it's for the employees, and I know the place is empty.
Is that what it's for? It's so the employees can be
sad.
Oh, you have to worry up on current events.
There was a flood in a cave in Laos.
Yeah, they're saving them. They're saving them.
By the way, like that's tragic, and I'm not saying don't consume the news.
No, but you don't want to go somewhere.
Setting a tone for a dining experience.
Yeah, no, I just don't want to hear about it right now. I'd like to enjoy a meal. I don't want to think about, I don't know, whatever's happened, the economy collapsing or Congress fighting or whatever. Yeah. It's just not, it's never a good atmosphere.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, I want to sit down and relax and listen to the news as it is today. This isn't like the local news where it's like, here's some stuff that happened. It's like meant to be inflammatory. Yeah. It's built to be like that, right?
Put on SpongeBob.
Or maybe nothing. Where do you sit on TVs in restaurants? Because I'm a no.
I think if it's like a sports bar, makes total sense.
Somewhere where people are going to watch something on purpose.
I think other places weaponize it where it's like, hey, we're going to put something loud so you don't want to stay in here. Well, so you can go.
Right. Which is instant. They know it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is only a detraction. I think it's a detraction 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because they kind of bill this as like a fun family place.
Yeah.
So why would I want my family to watch? Especially they have kids meals and stuff.
Yeah.
And like the news has some pretty shocking stuff on it. I don't necessarily want my little kids watching about somebody dying or some tragic thing happening.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So from a vibe standpoint, get it together. You know? What's something you have and not good?
The drink. I had a problem with my drink, and this is going to sound really picky.
Let's hear it.
I wanted an iced tea. I love a delicious iced tea. I don't need it sweetened, but I do like it with a little bit of lemonade in it, which I guess is sweetened in its way, right? Of course. So I made my little Arnold Palmer, as I do. I've done my whole life, many places, and this one tasted really, really weird. And I really wish when I went back to check the soda fountain thing, I wish I had written down what it said, because it was like lemonade, but then underneath it said something like fruit juice drink or something. Yeah. Yeah. And it was like carbonated.
It felt like a technicality.
It was like, this is sort of lemonade.
Yeah.
This is something that will be flavored as lemonade.
And we legally
flavor.
Can't actually call it that.
Right. And I'm not like a super skeptical, like, ooh, chemicals in my food person or anything like that. But it just tasted really weird.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that's the only reason I'm making such a big deal of it. It feels like it's hard to mess up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've never gone anywhere else where I'm like, this is off. And there I was like, what am I drinking? This is so strange. So that was a negative for me.
You looked mildly upset.
I was devastated.
You like took a sip and you're just like.
But because I'm not a dramatic person, I hid it well. I held it in. I didn't want to upset you. You know what I mean? I didn't want
You make it seem like my emotions are so fragile.
They are. You're a fragile guy. I'm just trying to take care of you. Sorry for being a friend. Sorry for being a best friend. So sorry.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the apology.
Not the friendship.
Not the friendship, the apology. The willingness to self-reflect and realize what you've been doing.
I'm going to work on it in therapy this year. Yeah.
So they had 3 desserts, and they were all co-branded.
Yes.
They had a Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. They had a Great American Cookie brownie and a Great American Cookie chocolate chip cookie. So the company being the Great American Cookie.
Does cheesecake fall under your cheese version? Okay. Good to know.
So we got the brownie and we got the cookie.
We did.
Which kind of don't count, but Fazoli's carries it. So we'll count it, I guess, because it wasn't the same as getting a brownie at the Great American Cookie.
Correct.
So this was like in plastic packaging. with like there's visible chocolate chips in it.
The moms in the back were not baking these fresh.
No.
They were busy.
It came pre-wrapped.
Yeah.
I'm a brownie guy. I love brownies. Really, I do.
Oh. This is a passion of yours I didn't know about.
That looked like pity on your face.
No, you were so, it really moved me how you said that.
Also, come to think of it, nostalgia for my mom. My mom, like one of the things that like is her thing that she makes and makes well.
Brownies.
Yeah.
And this one didn't taste like your mom's brownies, did it?
Not even a little.
No.
This is not good. It was so sugary.
Yeah.
It was so it was too sweet. And like, too sweet is not a capacity met easily for me.
And it is for me. And so the fact that I don't have a sweet tooth, you do have a sweet tooth. Brownies are not necessarily my thing. Chocolate's not the way I usually go. I like a chocolate, but in the fact that you do, and we both didn't enjoy the brownie, tells me it wasn't for anybody.
I winced when I bit it.
You talk about me treating you like you're fragile, but a brownie made you really fall apart. But it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I believe the word I used was cloying. The texture was really weird.
Which was a word that I nodded when you said because I didn't want to be caught not knowing what it meant.
But I'm here to educate. It's okay. Yeah. No, but it was just very like, it was so rich. How could anyone have more than one bite of that brownie?
But it wasn't rich from chocolate. It was rich from sugar.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's a big differentiator because I love rich from chocolate.
Yeah.
I like a deep, rich chocolate flavor.
Yeah.
Not everyone does.
I don't.
But it was just overbearing in its sweetness.
Yes, I agree.
And I actually thought that the chocolate flavor was only present to a degree.
Interesting.
Like the chocolate chips added like a pure chocolate taste.
Yeah.
The brownie itself tasted like more bready than sweet.
Yeah.
But then like it was like sugar.
Yep.
Overcompensated.
Fully with you.
I went 2 out of 10 on the brownie.
I think I did 3 because there was something about the texture that even though I thought it was cloying, I was like, well, at least it's soft. It's kind of, there were things about it. I didn't hate it. I didn't spit it out. I wasn't like, gag. I was like, I would have a bite of that and feel like, oh, I ate something sweet. But yeah, I'm not buying that again.
It was too much.
Yeah.
I wrote 3 Y's in way. Way, like W-A-Y-Y-Y.
Got it.
Way
3
too
Y.
sweet.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, agree.
No, I didn't go, why?
3 Y. Oh, I thought you meant 3 Y's. Like, I don't know what I thought.
Oh, like
3 Y's. Like
the number 3 W-I-S-E?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to learn a word from you too, but
nope.
I guess only one of us
I'm
is here to help to teach the other.
I don't know good words.
But I'm open to learning.
But that's all I had in the not good was the news being on kind of a not a depressing atmosphere because again it was like clean bright colors,
sure,
but underdone, like empty,
but kind of dark too, and I want to say for not good I also had this is gonna sound so freaking high maintenance, but I just don't love the things where you have to take the tray and take all your dishes yourself and with all your gross food particles on it and self-bussing. Thank you. Yeah, it's not my favorite part of the dining experience. I like to eat out because I don't enjoy cooking and cleaning up very much. So when I'm doing part of it, I don't love it.
I do relate to that. I do think that with the types of plates they offer, being like nicer, is it porcelain or whatever?
Yeah.
To me, comes with an implication of you can leave it on the table. But I'm also I have heavy napkin use. I'm that kind of guy. And I hate leaving that behind for other people.
Yeah.
Because it would gross me out if I were in their shoes. So I'm like, well, I want to throw those away.
Yes. And if I see a bus tray of any kind, like a bin, the Midwest part of me, there's no world where I'm going to risk being a tiny bit impolite in case I'm not supposed to leave it.
You're like,
I gotta clean
my
the whole
duty.
table. I practically clean the table and mop the floors because I was so nervous. Like there's no world where I can do it. So it's not a negative that it's so bad that happens.
Right.
It's just not my favorite part of a dining experience. It's not something I love.
Totally get it. Everything else is kind of in the middle. Yeah. So we're going to jump into the things that were just there.
This is a weird one. I'm not quite sure what to say about it. This is for the stuff that is just there.
So for me, the pepperoni pizza, what I said to you was, for something so bad, this tastes good.
Yes. You did. And I want to point out, you took all the pepperonis off my slice because I don't eat them and put them on yours. So you had a double pepperoni pizza too.
I had a double pep pizza. You had a pepless pizza.
Pepless pizza.
And also, the presentation of this was wild.
I've never seen this before in my life.
It's called a double slice.
And when you
can buy a double slice or a whole pizza.
And you're like, is it just mean 2 slices? And the guy's like, yeah, he undersold it. He
then
no,
he just like did
trick.
this with his hands, which in some cultures is calling you a pussy.
Oh.
That's just a thing. I didn't invent it.
He just lost points in his Yelp review. I'm going to write later. But I thought he was, which I did think was a little condescending. Like, this is what pizza looks like. Like, I was like, yeah, I know. But
this is the shape of pizza.
He's like, and 2 pieces together would look a lot like this.
Yeah.
But they weren't. They were not
69ing each other.
They were 69ing each other.
There was the crust at one end.
Yes.
And then like along the like side of a slice of pizza goes up against the other piece of pizza with a crust pizza on the other end.
Why? How do they make them like that?
I don't know.
Because how does the crust end up on both sides?
Here's the thing. All it means is that they touched your pizza. Like,
oh, they rearranged it?
They rearranged it.
Is that what you think, that they turned it?
There's
and then
no way they
the cheese melted
like
together?
That.
Oh, I thought they did.
No.
And I was really blown away.
If the cheese melted together, it's because they did that process while they were still hot.
Is that what it is?
Probably,
do you think?
Yeah.
It's a cool trick. It's worth going to Fazoli's just to see it.
I don't think so.
It's not worth driving maybe an hour and a half. But if you have one like on the next block, check it out.
Yeah. And so it was an interesting presentation.
Yeah.
The pizza, you know what good quality food feels like in your hands, in your mouth. Like you can tell.
On your feet.
The way you do it.
Yep.
You can tell.
Yeah.
And I knew the moment I bit into this, I was like, this is like cafeteria grade or homemade, like self oven. Like, but I think DiGiorno is better than this for sure.
Yeah.
This felt like that level of cheap.
Yeah.
So when I say for something so bad, it was the best performing version of that trash level of pizza.
Because when I looked at it, I thought this is going to be so disgusting.
Yes.
And then I ate it and I was like, oh, I guess not.
Well, and there was that Yelp review where they felt scammed and poisoned
both
by their pizza.
Right.
And so it's like, I read that before we went today. So my brain was dreading the pizza, but I knew we had to get it.
Okay.
And so objectively bad from an ingredients standpoint. Everything felt cheap. The cheese, for someone who is genuinely like
not a cheese person,
afraid of cheese, was a haunting shade. And
you have men standing behind me. I have wheels of cheese behind you to keep you in line.
Yeah. You just have like you're like an Italian restaurant that like cooks in the Parmesan.
That's it.
Like in a wheel.
In the wheel. Yeah. I'm sending one to your house to threaten you.
And so I wrote objectively bad, yet tastes good. And the crust crisp is the trick here.
It was good, right?
So like just like the right amount of like browning on bottom so you get some crisp with the doughy. And I'm like, you nailed it. This isn't even close to the best pizza crust I've had.
No.
But with the tools you have at your disposal, you did this well for what this is.
They did such a good trick because they really bring down your expectations in every way. And then you get it and you're like, surprisingly good. But if they were like, our pizza's amazing, you'd be like, okay, we need to talk.
That's my strategy as a human being.
It's just a good
They look at me and they're just like, he doesn't have a lot to offer.
And they're like, oh, he seems all right.
And they talk to me and I'm like, I tolerate it.
Totally my experience with you.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy maybe. Oh, actually.
Yeah. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5, which is to say low end of average.
Yeah.
Should have been a 1. Should have been a 1. And it got 3.5 whole extra points from executing.
And this weirdo gave it a 7, like a psychopath.
You're welcome to like
what you like. I think the pepperoni brought it down, I got to tell you.
You didn't taste pep.
I'm saying it brought it down on yours.
No, absolutely not. The pepperoni was like my North Star of like powering through.
I'm just, I give too much grace for pizza, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Look, some people you don't have to.
I give too much grace. No, it's all right. I need to set better boundaries.
I need to change
with the food I put in my body and everything else.
Yeah. What's something you haven't just there?
Okay, so just there to me. Well, can we talk about the cookie?
Yeah,
the cookie here was It was a cookie.
Yeah, and it was from the Great American Cookie, and I'm like,
it should be.
We'll see about that.
American Cookie.
It should be called American Cookie. Yeah.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I don't have a sweet tooth and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I had 2 bites. I didn't need any more. It was fine.
It was much more tame than the brownie in terms of like the sweetness. There was no like overload. Doughy, very soft. And I mean that in almost a negative way, like falling apart, no structure. And I love like a soft gooey cookie, but like this coming out of a plastic packaging is not going to be that
I felt like
soft,
it was soft
in that same way.
Because it was in plastic, almost like, oh, it's really warm or something. It wasn't like, oh, what a gooey experience.
Like there's microplastics in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're eating like a third of a credit card in this one cookie.
It was so strange because I was like, I'm not enjoying this and I'm not enjoying it. I'm just eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went 5.8 out of 10.
For the cookie?
For the cookie.
I did 5 exactly.
Yeah. It was very much a middling cookie.
Yeah. But you had to get it that 0.8.
I had to give it that 0.8.
Specific.
And I also think
generous.
It was the contradiction from the brownie.
Yeah.
And then another thing that was just there that I didn't experience, but you did and vicariously found very fun, posh lady in the drive-thru. Yeah,
there was. I looked up and behind you in the window was a lady with just in a nice, very nice car.
Either a Range Rover or a Mercedes, like one of those like, yeah.
It was something like, it was I live in the suburbs and I have a nice SUV car. She definitely had filler. Her lips were done. Big designer sunglasses, not even that sunny out. So they were a statement. Really expensive hair. Coming through the Fazoli's drive-thru. And I just loved that for her.
And all I saw of her was, because she had tinted back windows, so I never like saw her face.
Of course
but I just saw her hand like this out the window as she's ordering.
Yes. She's definitely eating her pizza with fingers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Not hand.
She has shooed away a butler at some point in the last week.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And I just am thinking to myself, where is she taking this food? What is her life?
Yeah.
Does she have a whole batch of children waiting in her McMansion? You know, like I was fascinated by her.
Is this how she connects to her childhood? Rags to riches, but you can't leave the rags behind.
She grew up in that small town just dreaming. Someday I'm going to get to that Fazoli's.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You're seeing right now my character arc. I've lived my dream. There's nothing left for me. I can retire.
She's you in 30 years. I don't know how old she was, but
she might have been about my age. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I have no concept.
I feel like the hand that I saw out of the car was wrinkly, so I assumed it was like a 70-year-old.
Not my age. No, I bet she was mid-40s.
Okay.
And had seen a lot of sun. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. She's living her life. She looked great.
Yeah. Okay.
She just didn't look like she belonged there. I felt like maybe she drove through the drive-thru on accident on her way somewhere better.
Where am I?
But she didn't.
What is this?
Exactly. What is this place?
From a window.
Oh, get it away from me like that. But good for her. Maybe she slums it every once in a while to keep herself real, you know?
Anything else in just there for you?
The bathroom was just there. No hook for the purse.
That seems like a big deal.
Put the hook on the door. Why can't we put hooks on the door? Because men design the bathrooms and they don't carry purses.
Yeah. I mean, I love a hook.
What do you put on your hook in the bathroom?
I don't want to say.
You hang up your pants.
My shirt.
Just to make some space. You just strip down completely in the bathroom.
No, but I will go shirtless.
Stop it. Not in a public restroom.
If I have to dump.
Are you being funny?
If I have to. All right. We're going to get into it.
Oh my goodness.
So I do not take a 2 away from home. I will hold it, but I need my bidet.
You got to connect to the Wi-Fi. I get it.
No. But just like.
No, like bodily.
I want to feel comfortable.
I also need a bidet. I want to say that. We're posh folks. Yeah. We're basically that lady in the SUV.
If I have to use a restroom away from home for a 2, it's an emergency.
I'm the same.
And this happened to me a week ago. I was at a Trader Joe's.
Oh, no.
And I felt like hey, buddy, this is not going to go well for you if you wait until home. And so I'm like, okay, I run to the restroom.
Oh, I'm terrified for you.
There is a hook. And I'm like,
they do have hooks. I was going to say they have hooks.
And
yes,
specifically, it was right before going to a musical at the Pantages.
Okay.
So I'm wearing a nicer button-up shirt that goes down a little longer and like in back.
I understand.
And so I'm like, well, I'm taking this off and hanging it up because I don't want this anywhere near the sin that I'm about to commit.
Because you're afraid it will hang down and get caught in the crossfire?
I don't want it to if it goes low enough that it covers my butt crack.
Oh, I'm devastated by this conversation. Wow. This is something men do.
I am not proclaiming this is a thing other people do.
You speak for all men, as always. When you speak, you are speaking for all men. Does it travel up? I'm trying to imagine.
No, it's not that it travels up. It's that I don't know, it just ends up in your, like, around your butt crack or whatever.
I wish I didn't know this about you. But I say this, it becomes a splash zone when there's not a bidet involved. It's a very tenuous situation.
I'm going to say this as well. I don't do this because I've ever had it happen. I've never actually gotten like dookie on the bottom of the back of a shirt I was wearing.
I'm too sensitive.
But I also live preventatively.
I think that's just smart. I don't want to put a stamp of approval on it, but I have to.
And I will also say, so many people came in and out of that restroom for the duration of while I was in there.
Was it a single soul?
It was not.
How brave of you.
But kudos to the Trader Joe's on like Vine in Hollywood, closest to the Pantages.
Yes.
Because the cracks in the stall,
sealed.
You couldn't see anything.
Oh, that's always such a blessing.
Felt safe.
Small blessings. We all feel safe at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Whatever you need there.
Yeah. Maple leaf sandwich cookies.
Oh.
So good.
Anything with the word maple in it. I'm going to go to the bathroom at the Trader Joe's tonight on my way home, just in honor of you.
Thank you.
And that experience.
Okay. Well, that is all of the aspects of our time at Fazoli's, plus my theory about shirt removal at a public restroom.
Wait, we forgot something really important.
Oh, yeah?
About the breadsticks.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, yeah. I wanted to go off.
When you went up to get to-go boxes.
Yeah.
They gave you more breadsticks.
I asked, can I get a... Oh, okay. Yes. So what I did want to say, how can you advertise unlimited breadsticks if... And look, they had a sign on the wall next to the soda machine. Not a sign, but like in the mural, in the artistry, in the wall. A declaration of you sit back and we'll bring food to you. That was part of the promise. And when you're saying unlimited breadsticks and it's up to us to ask for more, like they should be doing rounds occasionally to be like, do you need more breadsticks? They did that 0 times. So by the time that like I did want more breadsticks, we were starting to pack up to go. And I went up and I was like, can I get 2 more breadsticks? And then I also asked for some to-go containers.
Yes.
And she put 2 in a bag, gave them to me. I brought them to the table. Then you came and asked for lids for our sauces. Asked for more breadsticks, and they said, no.
You can't have them if you're leaving. But you didn't bring them to me when I was here.
Yes.
Now, I want to assure everyone at home that we're okay. We've recovered. I mean...
I don't know if I have.
It's going to take a few therapy sessions to get through this, but that did happen to us, and it's our reality, and I just think it's important that we talk about it, and we get out on the table in an authentic and real way.
Don't silence us.
No.
We deserve to be heard.
And I'm going to put that in my Yelp review with a lot of ellipses and exclamation points. No, you're right, though, because they did really kind of sell it as something that they bring to the table. And never once did we see more breadsticks.
Right.
And we ate those breadsticks.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were delicious.
They were good. They're the best thing.
So that was a bummer.
Yeah.
Did the guy give the breadsticks to you or this girl give the breadsticks to you?
Same lady.
She just didn't like me.
Well, she also knew we were at the same table, so she thought that by us both asking, we were gaming the system. But I'll be honest, I asked you to go get them because I was trying to game the system.
Oh, and see, and I do want to say, I did say, I understand why they wouldn't let you take them if you're leaving. I was like, I get it. But I was still sad. And I want to say, there weren't that many people in there. Who are they saving these breadsticks for? They couldn't just throw a couple our way. Come on.
Yeah.
But they were within their rights.
Or we'll just be like, okay, we'll sit.
We could have done that. But we had places to be. We're important folk.
We had to come here and talk about taking your shirt off to shit in a Trader Joe's.
We had a really, really important work to do.
It was important. Sabrina.
Yes.
This is your first time on the Fine Dining Podcast.
It is.
We need to give Fazoli's a score to put up here. But before we do that.
Yes.
You haven't been on it before.
No.
You're not as calibrated as I am. I've been on a journey to go to all of these places. When I score a place, I know it's relative to all of these.
Right.
I don't expect you to have 150 examples of places and how they score.
Thank you for that.
But if I could ask you for 2, I want to hear about your worst restaurant experience and your best restaurant experience as we jump into the calibration station.
Calibration station, comparing this meal to the best of the worst. Calibration station, chugga, 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 choo, choo.
Great. Sabrina.
Yes.
Whichever one you want to start with, I want to hear about your worst restaurant experience ever your best restaurant experience ever.
Okay.
Something you would call a 0
Yeah.
and something you would call a 10.
Okay, so I'm going to get the worst over with because I just really hate talking badly about anyone. And I really tried to find a place. I hate this. I tried to find a place that was out of business. And I thought some of these places have to be out of business.
I don't want to affect their bottom line.
I didn't want to upset anybody. And somehow the two places I thought of are chugging along stronger than ever. So I am just going to have to put somebody on blast. I'm picking one because the experience was so terrible.
Look, your partner works in PR. You can handle the negative
We're
press.
going to spin it.
Yeah.
We're going to spin it later. And we're going to get these people more business than they've ever had. That's a promise. No. So the one I picked was, my friends call it the Corral Cafe. It's not called that.
In Burbank?
It's called the Coral
Cafe.
And
I don't like Coral Cafe.
It was one of my friends would go there to write, which is such a strange thing to do in a diner already.
Yeah.
And he called it the Corral Cafe, which means I don't even know if he's ever been to this place, but he told us we have to go here. You guys are going to love it. My husband and I really love diner food. I'm a big diner fan. Like,
we'll talk about this after.
Love that. And I love a road trip with diner stops planned. Oh, heaven. So we like diners a lot. And I love breakfast food all the time. Like, what a perfect plan. We had this great night out. We thought, well, I'll go to Coral Cafe. And he said, there were 3 guys and me. And he said to the guys, you have to get these steaks, which is already can be a little sus at a diner. And I got just a veggie omelet or something. And my food was very disappointing. The server, it was one of those things where we were the only people in there. The server was nowhere to be found. You know, just from start to finish, you're like, this is rough. The table wasn't clean. You had to wait for them to come clean it. Like, all bad. I have never tasted more bland food in my entire life. And the 3 guys got kind of sick from the meat that they ate and really felt sick while they were eating it. And then my husband the next day was like, this isn't good.
I think that there are certain types of food. Look, I love a diner.
Me too.
There are certain types of food that you should not even entertain in a diner.
One of them.
And I think steak is one of them.
But steak and eggs feels like it should be a go-to diner meal, doesn't it?
Steak and eggs is kind of the exception of when I would get steak in a diner.
That's what I got. It didn't work.
But even then, I'm wary about it.
You should be.
Steak and eggs, I would get at like a slightly more upscale breakfast place.
Right. Yes.
A diner, I'm not trusting with steak. A diner, I'm probably not doing spaghetti.
Which is so funny because my other one that I was choosing between, the meal was spaghetti. That let us down so very, very much at another diner.
And I think in a diner, I'm not doing tacos.
Okay, no, never.
Never.
That's an insane thing to even propose.
Yeah.
A diner should not serve tacos. A diner should just serve a specific type of food.
Yeah.
And just own it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it should have really good breakfast.
Or like a chow mein. Some diners get crazy and they're like, oh, we
you got to stop with that.
We have a section of Chinese food. Yeah, but you shouldn't.
If I have to flip your menu more than like 3 times, I mean.
Yeah.
If it's a Cheesecake Factory menu, I'm worried. I'm worried at a diner. Cheesecake Factory can pull it off. A diner cannot. Yeah. And I'm a big, like, Anthony Bourdain, like, oh, you have to try things. But he also talks about how bad some of this food is in these places. And, you know, it's not, you're risking your life and you're hoping it tastes good enough to make it worth it. And if it doesn't, not good.
Yeah.
Can I move on to the better one now? Because that was horrible. Okay. I really struggled with this because I've been to a lot of really great, I've been very lucky and I've gotten to eat. Going out to eat was like something I didn't get to do growing up.
Yeah.
So now that I'm a grown up and, you know, have my feet under me a little, when I splurge, I really like to splurge to go out to eat, brag. So this was hard to narrow down. And I thought of a lot of really cool ones. And then I settled on one that's kind of just classic and maybe boring. But and maybe it's even been said here before. I don't know. But Musso and Frank's is my 10 out of 10. Have you been there?
No.
And it's weird because it's
maybe one person's mentioned it.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
It's a perfect experience because it's I don't eat steak.
It's like the old Hollywood feeling one, right?
Old Hollywood, like steakhouse, you know, whiskey feeling. It's all old Hollywood, which I am a sucker for old Hollywood stuff. If there's Hollywood history there, already I'm sunk. I'm big into it. And so I love that aspect of it. But every time we've ever gone, it's impeccable service from the moment you make your reservation.
Yeah.
Like we went for our anniversary one year and they brought a card to the table of here's the date you were here. Thank you for joining us on your anniversary, handwritten card, like those kinds of touches.
The little extra mile.
Yes. And, you know, that's already an amazing experience in itself. But they have food that is, they have a really pretty diverse menu of stuff that's it all feels kind of classic, but they have like a classic menu where they have like lobster thermidor and Welsh rarebit.
I've
and
never
things like
heard
that.
the word thermidor in my life.
I'm teaching you so many words today. What does it mean? I have no idea, but I really want to try it someday.
Okay.
I think there's a joke in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where he's like, extra thermidor on my lobster thermidor. He's like, what is it? He's like, I have no idea. I don't think anyone knows what it is, but they serve it and that's cool. They have like these really throwback meals, but they also they do the classics really well. And I've never had a meal there that I wasn't constantly eating and going like telling my husband, like, hold on, be silent for a second because I
want to
need
live
to
in this.
enjoy. They do scallops really well, which is one of my absolute top favorite foods of all time. But the other thing is the service is just so amazing. And it's the kind of place where you'll say to the server, like, he'll be like, what drinks are you thinking of? And you'll say, well, I'm kind of craving this, but I'm not sure. And this looks good too. And he'll go, oh, what you want is this. And he's right, you know, and it's something you've never heard of. And suddenly it's your new favorite cocktail. Yeah. So for me, every time, and I've been there multiple times, and every time it's been a 10 out of 10 experience.
Amazing.
Highly recommend.
Well, somewhere between a steak that made 3 people sick and a drink that you never knew you wanted that probably had thermidor in the name.
Yes.
Lies today's meal at Fazoli's. So we are going to put it to the Chili's test.
He stopped and said scale. Will it pass or will it fail? Is it the worst? Is it the best? Let's put it to the Chili's test.
To me, this was an experience where I had low expectations and high expectations at the same time because I love Italian food. I think fast food Italian conceptually sounds frightening to me. It doesn't sound like something that they're gonna land the plane, so to speak. And look, there was turbulence. I do think they landed the plane well enough to where I think this place is firmly in like average territory. Is it good? The best thing there is the breadstick, which is kind of easy to pull off and scored like an 8. Was it so good of a breadstick that like if I'm driving on the highway and I see a Fazoli's, I'm going to be like, hold up and stop and get some?
You're going to cause a pileup?
I'm not. The only place whose bread I've actually done that for was the rolls at Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
They're very good.
Good tip. Never been there.
Fazoli's doesn't hit that on any of the things that they achieve. What they did achieve was reminding me of a nostalgic dish I had. That was nice. I liked the interaction with the uncle manager. The vibes were fine. It was good company, pleasant conversation. Aww. That doesn't factor into the score, though. And kind of everything I ate, nothing was better than I expected it to be. A couple things were worse than I expected it to be. And dessert was the worst part.
Yeah.
Is weird. I thought this place was very average. I don't think it's even as high a score as Chili's, the epitome of average, but it's close partially for novelty. I went 4.91.
Oh, wow. Controversial.
Yeah.
Okay. Never has such an average rating felt so controversial to me.
Let me take that knife out of your back.
Thank you. Yeah. Call them in. This is, to me, I'm biased. And it's just because of the weird way that I am, which is I just love to love things so very much. And I really tried to stay objective because you kept saying, stay objective, compare it to the best, compare it to Musso and Frank's. And I really am trying. But here's the thing. I loved the idea of Fazoli's. It sounded so fun. Comfort food. Italian food to me is comfort food. Unless you mess it up, I'm going to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And I really did enjoy the food. I really loved the breadsticks. I could have eaten 10 more. I really actually enjoyed my fettuccine. Yeah. They loaded it up with veggies. I thought this was going to be the kind of place where the veggies felt very frozen. There were a few thrown in. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to Little Tony's, but it's like that kind of vibe where it's like, these are frozen veggies. I
think Little Tony's is so bad.
I absolutely love it for no good reason. It's just a fun place that we go.
It's so close to me.
I don't know. The food isn't that good, but I love it there for some reason, which is explaining a lot about me, I think, in this explanation.
Can I am going to say a compliment about Fazoli's pasta.
Yes.
I took it to go. I ate half of it.
Yep.
I took the rest to go.
And you're looking forward to it.
I don't know if I'll go that far.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of the time when I take food to go, it's kind of like the appearance of like, I don't want to waste it.
Really?
And oftentimes I'm like, I don't think I end up making it. Sometimes I do.
Oh, wow.
I know I will make this and eat it.
Okay. See, that's high praise.
Yeah.
If that's your baseline, is I'm a very like don't waste food person.
Yeah, I don't like it, especially if there's meat involved. If an animal gave itself for my meal, I won't let that go to waste.
I love that about you. Yes, here's my praise is I'm really looking forward to having my leftovers when I'm hungry again. Yeah. They were really good. I didn't care for the dessert, but I didn't need it.
Right.
I feel like it was a wash that, they brought our food out, but we're cleaning up after ourselves. That kind of washes. It was clean. It was uninspired. It's very middle of the road, but the food was good enough for me that what I asked myself is if there was a Fazoli's near me, would I run through it? Because I don't go through a lot of drive-thrus. I don't like
through it is such a funny way to phrase it.
Would I strip naked, run through it in streaker fashion, grabbing my food on the way? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I would absolutely do that. I'm kind of sad now that there isn't one near me. And I had high expectations. So I fully expected to be very disappointed because the things you dream of in childhood are never as good as when you finally get them. Also, I did think I had been there before.
Yeah.
I found out I hadn't, which was devastating. But I gave it a 5.78.
5.78.
I think it was the higher end of average.
So here's
for
what
it is, for how fast it was.
So this is not a dictatorship. And so your score plus my score puts Fazoli's up on the tchotchke of mediocrity at a 5.35.
I got it over Chili's. I did my part. Oh, I'm so happy.
Which does mean in a fair world, even though I think less than Chili's, Fazoli's is authoritatively and definitively better than Chili's.
Better than the Chili's, objectively good.
And you know what? That's fair. My score was so close anyway. It was a 4.91.
Yes.
Like it's right there in that conversation.
Yes.
And you're going to find some things that you might love and find novel about it. And that's, I think, enough reason for it to be.
I mean, I think the speed really goes a long way.
Yeah. So I need to go somewhere next week, so I'm going to reach into the You Must Bowl to determine where I'm going next week.
I'm so excited for you. What a gig.
I will be going to
Smash Burger.
Ooh.
For the September tournament. They are the number 7 seed in this year's September tournament. So we'll see how they do.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I've never been there.
Sabrina, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me, Michael. I had the best time.
This was a
been
delight.
A really fun day. It really was. Thanks for making my childhood dreams come true.
I mean, not even realizing you did because you didn't realize it because you lied about it had you even been here.
You know when they say like you could hide your own Easter eggs? That's me. I forgot that this was going to be so exciting.
This is straight up like you got Mandela affected into thinking that you had been to Fazoli's. Go ahead and tell people where they can follow you and see your work and all that.
You can find me on Instagram at Brina, as in the end of Sabrina, 711, or at sabrinacarmichael.com.
Amazing.
All my new work's there.
And you can follow this show on Instagram and TikTok at Fine Dining Podcast. You can join my Discord to chat with me. I'm very accessible. You can tell me I'm wrong for my opinions. You can tell me I'm right for my opinions.
He's never wrong.
Do you shit with your shirt on? I want to know. These are the important things. And then if you really want to support the show, I do have a Patreon where you get an exclusive episode, the extended Yelp from Stranger segments, interviews with my guests about their preferred dining rotations, the places that they find themselves loving and going to over and over and over again.
Amazing.
And then anything else that I feel like throwing up there, there's also discounts for the merch in my store, which I do have shirts for the show.
Very cool.
If you feel like checking that out at finediningpodcast.com. In the meantime, that is it for this week. That's another one in the books. I'll be back next week covering Smash Burger. Thanks so much for watching.
Have a fine day.
Well, there's another one in the books. We judge the service up to the cooks, and while we may have gotten a couple of dirty looks, no, the journey can never stop. Now from the bottom down to the top, we got a new MO and everything's unlocked. And that's 'cause Chili's to the letter to the T is the perfect cornerstone of mediocrity. So now we got a brand new kind there's another one in the books. Yeah, there's another one in the books. And we will see you next week, baby.
Have a fine day.